Good morning, survivors. Things like that. Not alive. In forestry, has anybody started on forestry merit badge? Nobody started? Right here.
What we doing, Syringe? That nerve already floated. Yeah, he smelled like that.
Everyone ready? Come to the shoulder when you're ready. Thank you, gentlemen. Ready! Aim! Fire! Shoulder! Ho! Low! Or count. I'm Tim Blair, and it's time for the Clay County Times-Democrat Weekly Web Update for the week of May 8th, 2013. Well, as usual, we're brought to you this week by the good folks at Pickett State Bank. Pickett State Bank, serving the region since 1930, member of the FDIC, and an equal housing lender. We're at a somewhat familiar location here on the grounds of the Hemingway Pfeiffer Museum and Educational Center in Pickett on what I call Schoolhouse Hill, the former location of both the 1911 schoolhouse that was built on the hill behind us and then the elementary school that was built later on and was torn down in 1998, replaced by the other campuses when they went down to just 2 campuses here in Pickett. But currently there is an open house going on as they mark the opening of a new exhibit here, View from a Hill, which further looks at the Pfeiffer family and their role not only here in Clay County and the impact they had coming here on July 4th, 1913, and having a big hand in a lot of the development around here, but also the Pfeiffer family in general as industrialists and traders and so forth, and the impact they had. A very, very interesting display. Uncle Gus and some of the other members of the Pfeiffer family and the impact they had. It's all documented on a special exhibit which is on the 2nd floor of the museum up there, and today marks the opening of that, and it'll be continuing throughout the summer. We'll take a look at some of that right now. Of course, the Hemingway Pfeiffer Museum and Educational Center is an Arkansas State University heritage site. It is adjacent, of course, also to the Matilda and Carl Pfeiffer Museum and a study center, which is located just north of here. They're adjacent to each other here on the hill in Piggott, and they're both excellent places for whatever you might want. Some history, literary history, local history. They've got it also. They do the writers' retreats and everything here at the Educational Center. It's a great asset to the community. If you've never visited the museums, you need to get out and check them out. I know a lot of people living here in Piggott have never taken the museum tour, and it's been open for quite some time now, and it's a perfect opportunity while they have the new exhibit that you can come out and take the tour. They're open weekdays and Saturday as well for a portion of the day, and there again, they also have a website. We'll put that up for you at the end of our report. Now, this week's Clay County Times Democrat in the printed online edition, we've got information on a lot of great stuff. The Relay for Life was held. One of their fundraising events was held. We've got information on, of course, the Rector High School graduation, which is set for this weekend. Also have a story on the McDonald's. I had a chance to talk to Larry Lacewell, and we showed you a couple of clips of that. We've got all the details on the opening of that and how that's going on the other side of town. That's also in this week's paper in the printed online editions. Also have in sports information, the Piggott Mohawks and their run into the state tournament, which ended actually yesterday, Thursday afternoon. At the hands of the Beavers of Glen Rose. Shut out the Mohawks in the first round of the state tournament, playing down at the excellent facilities at Harding University at Searcy. And we'll wrap up the program with some kind of raw footage and some clips from the ball game last night of the Mohawks and the Glen Rose Beavers. Have that for you coming up in just a bit. And in the printed online editions, we have the information on the Mohawks run up to that contest, including the exciting regional play in which the tribe had a nail-biter, losing 9-8 to Harrisburg, and then a slugfest with Manila. We've got all the information in the printed online editions. Also, the wrap-up on the Lady Mohawks loss in the regional. We got that for you as well as they wrap up their season. Also have a good feature there by on the Rector trap shooting team, and their great showing at a recent meet. That's all in the printed online editions. Now, coming up in next week's edition, we'll have the complete preview for the Piggott Heritage Park Car Show and Cruise, which will be coming up that following weekend. Also, the weekend of graduation at Piggott High School and Marmaduke High School. We'll have the grad sections in there and all the details on that leading up to the graduations. That's all coming up in next week's edition. That would be the 15th edition, May 15th edition, 2013, of the Clay County Times Democrat and cctimesdemocrat.com. Well, again, we encourage everyone to get out and visit the museums here in Piggott when you get the opportunity. They're great assets to the region, and you should also encourage those folks that you know from out of town to come in and visit them as well. And with that, we wrap up another edition of the Clay County Times Democrat Weekly Web Update. We're brought to you each week here on cctimesdemocrat.com by the good folks of Piggott State Bank. And until next time, I'm Tim Blair. Have a good week.
All right, guys, grab a hand, start the walk. Brother Kevin's going to lead us in prayer, and then we'll take some pictures and get out of here. Hands off.
This week, our webcast originates from here in White County, where we have made the trip to Searcy, and we are at Jerry Moore Field, the campus of Harding University, where the Piggott Mohawks are about to take on the squad from Glen Rose in the first round of the state baseball tournament. And welcome back to the weekly webcast. As ball hit deep to left, the catch made for the third out of the inning as the Mohawks and Beavers have played one, no score.